it is Roxanne. I'm back to do another video, and today I'm going to do the autumn reading tag. I know that I'm pretty late getting to this tag. I just haven't really had time to film it yet, but autumn is not over yet. It's definitely only just beginning in Florida for whatever little bit of autumn we get, which is just a tiny bit of a cool down. The leaves don't even really change, but I really love fall and autumn and everything to do with it, so I really wanted to do the tag, and so here I am. Let's get right into it. I'll link down below the original video and everything, and so let's get right into it. The first question is about what books I plan to read in the autumn season, and that would be, let's see, first I'm just gonna grab one second here. I want to read His Majesty's Dragon, which is the first book in the Temeraire series by Naomi Novik, and this is pretty much all I know about it, is that it's the Napoleonic Wars with dragons. Pretty much all I need to know, pretty much all I want to know going into it, but I've heard amazing things about this book, so yeah, I can't wait to get to this one. My boyfriend has been recommending Flowers for Algernon by Jane O'Keefe to me for forever, and I'm finally going to get to it this fall. I don't really remember what it's about. It might be from the point of view of a mouse. I might have heard that at some point. I don't know. I think some procedure is done on someone or some people, and it's about that. I don't like to know too much about books going into them. I feel like my reading experience is better when I don't know that much, because I'm going in with less of a bias. So yeah, I can't wait to get to this one. It's pretty short, so it's like, I think about 300 pages just in this tiny copy, so I should be done with it pretty quickly. But I can't wait to get to this one and finally be able to talk to my boyfriend about it, because he's been on my case for a long time. I'm also going to read The Hobbit. Is like read and a reread. I started reading this maybe 2 years ago or so, whenever the first movie was gonna come out. I started reading it, and I got maybe 150 pages into it, and then I don't know what happened, and I just stopped reading it. I think I was moving. Something happened and I stopped reading it, so I'm probably gonna start it again from the beginning and then just give it a reread. I'm gonna use this for my year-long reading challenge. I'm gonna cheat a little bit and use this for the book that you've seen the movie of first, and now you're going to read the book. So I'm going to use this one. I was going to use the Da Vinci Code, but then I saw that the Da Vinci Code is actually the second book, and the first one is Angels and Demons, and it's ridiculously long, and I don't have time to finish it with all the other books that I have to read. So we're gonna go with The Hobbit. That's why I'm cheating a little bit. I'm also going to do another reread. I read this one back in high school, and I'll probably talk about this one a little bit in one of the questions later on, but it's The Awakening by Kay Chopin. And this one, I don't remember a lot about it. It has a lot of symbolism with the bird cage, I do remember, and it's sort of about, I believe it's about a woman overcoming her oppressions and sort of choosing her own destiny, and that's all I remember, and that sounds really intriguing to me, so I can't wait to reread this one. I think I'm using this one for the classic that is less than 200 pages or less than 300 pages, something like that. Then I'm also going to read, Hannah is going to love this one. I'm gonna read The Night Circus by Erin Morgenstern for the first time. I have been wanting to read this book for such a long time, and I don't know why I haven't gotten to it yet. Just other things keep happening, other books keep being released and things like that, so, but I'm finally gonna get to it. I need to get to it. I'm gonna get to it probably definitely one of the next 2 months, either the beginning of December or sometime in November. I haven't decided yet exactly how I'm gonna do my TBR for the next 2 months, but definitely I'm gonna read this one, and I'm so excited because I've really hear absolutely nothing but amazing, beautiful things about this book. I'm sure I'm gonna love it. I'm sure it's gonna be one of my favorites of all time. Can't wait. Last one is Burial Rites by Hannah Kent. And again, this is another one that is so many people's one of their favorite book ever. And I hear it's beautiful and it's atmospheric and tragic, and it's something in like Iceland, and it's historical fiction, and it's about a woman that's gonna be on death row or is on death row or something like that. And yeah, I cannot wait. This one I will probably read the beginning of December, which I think is technically still fall, right? So yes, I got this one at a used one of my local used bookstores. Actually, I don't even know if this is used. I think they just sell discounted books, but it was 70% off retail price, which is $26, so it was really cheap. All right, up next, September brings back to school memories. What books did you enjoy most studying, and what were your favorite and least favorite school topics? So I'll do the second one first because it's a quicker answer. My favorite was English and history, and my least favorite were math and science. I feel like that happens a lot. You sort of love those two or hate those two, whatever. So yes, I'm okay in math and science, nothing special. I'm not horrible and I'm not amazing. I'm just okay. I'm very average in math and science, even though science is very interesting to me. It was so difficult for me to just pay attention and really be present in the class. So those are my least favorites, and I also didn't have the best teachers. And then, but for history and for English, I had amazing teachers, and they really changed my life in high school. So those were definitely my favorite subjects. As for which books I studied, my favorite ever was Pride and Prejudice. This is the first time I read Pride and Prejudice. Pride and Prejudice is now one of my favorite books of all time. I reread it every single year. I plan on collecting every single copy, every single edition that I can possibly find. This book, I love it so much. It's just, this one is pretty much like destroyed. This last couple pages are about to just be completely out. So yes, Pride and Prejudice, I absolutely loved it. I also, we did an entire sort of section on the oppression of women, in which we read The Awakening, we read Anna Karenina, we read Madame Bovary by Gustave Flaubert, we read, what else? I don't have it here. Oh, and we read The Handmaid's Tale by Margaret Atwood. I love this book, and I have so many little like notes and stuff in them. I don't like to write in my books, so I would put a lot of sticky notes in them, but I loved this book. I think I read it maybe 2 times. And then this book was actually really good as well, and these are all just about women overcoming their oppression, and it is discussing different oppressions in different cultures and stuff like that. And this one also has just tabs all over the place, and yeah, I really enjoyed reading these and studying these a lot. Next question. October means Halloween. Do you enjoy scary books and films? If so, what are some of your favorite? I do enjoy scary films, although I think it is really hard to do quality horror films. And so, to be honest, I don't really remember any that I've seen, but I do enjoy going out to see them, even if they're crappy. Probably the one that I enjoy best is The Shining. I watched that one, I think, this past summer with my boyfriend, and we spent probably 3 hours afterwards trying to discuss it and analyze it and reading essays about it and being total nerds about it, and it was great. And so that's definitely one of my favorites. There is the first one that I remember watching back when I was a young kid was maybe The Haunting or A Haunting, something like that. It's with Catherine Zeta-Jones, and they go into this big mansion and shit goes down. That's all I remember, but I remember that film. Like, I remember sitting there in the living room with my parents and my family watching that film, so it really has always stuck with me, and I've always wanted to rewatch it. But that one is sort of in my mind. I don't really know if it was good or not. I was probably like 7, but I really enjoyed that one. I just watched Hush actually earlier today, and I really enjoyed it. I wouldn't say it's horror, but it's definitely suspense. It's about this writer who is deaf mute, and this crazy psycho killer comes, and it's about her trying to get away and trying to escape or trying to kill the guy, and it's really I enjoyed it a lot. So yeah, as far as books go, I can't really say that I read any horror. I do like to read sort of suspenseful books and mysteries and thrillers, but I haven't read any horror. But I do want to get into horror, so please leave some suggestions down below. I know Stephen King is probably going to be most people's first suggestions, so if that is, which one should I read first? Should I read The Shining, since I enjoyed the movie so much? Should I read it? I think it is getting a remake, no? Or a movie. I don't know if it's already been a movie. I think it's already been a movie. It's getting a remake. I'll go see. So yeah, which Stephen King book should I read first? Let me know. And if you have any other suggestions, please let me know down below. Maybe some lesser known authors or books. I would love to get to them. Please leave me some suggestions. As far as like creepy, spooky books, the latest one that I read that I really enjoyed was Night Film by Marisha Pessoa, and I've talked about this many times on this channel, but I just loved this book so much. It was really good. It was really atmospheric. It just gripped me, and there are times when I was legitimately just very, very creeped out and scared, and someone would make noise, something would move, something would fall, and I would jump and get creeped out, very, very, very scared. So yeah, this one was great. Let's see. With November, it is time for bonfire nights and firework displays. What's the most exciting book you've read that really kept you gripped? So Night Film is definitely one of them. And it's not a creepy or scary book, but the latest book that I read that just kept me completely gripped was Crooked Kingdom. I love this book. Again, you are going to hear about this book a lot on this channel because I love it so much. I just heard actually that she is doing an adult series that's coming out maybe sometime next year or something, and I cannot wait. I cannot wait. And it's about this girl that gets involved in like occult activities in Yale or some Ivy League school, and I can't wait. I screamed. I was so excited. So yes, this one, exciting, that kept me gripped. This one. What is my favorite cozy comfort read? So for that, for sure, going back to Pride and Prejudice, that is a cozy comfort read that I read every time I'm feeling like crap. I will go back to this at least once a year. I'll go back to this, and it's just filled with so much amazingness. I love it. And then of course, Harry Potter. I mean, that's how much more of a cozy comfort read can I get than Harry Potter? These books mean so much to me, and again, when I'm feeling like crap, I always default back to these. It's like going home, you know, it's kind of that feel. So of course, definitely Harry Potter. Curled up with a good book, what is your hot drink of choice? I guess it depends on the time of the day. If it's sometime in the morning or early in the day, it might be coffee. That way I can because if I'm really cozy and really comfortable, I might fall asleep. So to prevent that, I'll probably drink coffee. My favorite is Bustelo, which is I don't think it's Cuban. I think it's a Puerto Rican espresso coffee, and it's so good. If it's late in the afternoon or at night, it will most definitely be hot chocolate. I make my hot chocolate with milk, not with water. I think it tastes disgusting with water. So yeah, definitely with milk and a really nice like blanket and a good book. That's perfection right there. Especially when I put Christmas decorations up. I love to turn off most of the lights and just leave enough light for me to be able to read, and have the Christmas lights in the corner and a good cup of hot chocolate. Ugh, that's the best. All right, last question. Any plans that I'm looking forward to in the next couple months? Yes, I am going back up to New York in November. I'm gonna spend the Thanksgiving weekend there with my boyfriend, and I'm so excited. And I'm gonna actually be able to really see fall up north, and I'm so excited. I might ask him to take me upstate so I can really see it. Because like I said, I live in Florida, and you really can't see it here. They do turn at some point the leaves a little bit, but you don't get that feeling that you get up north. You really don't. And there's just something about that. I mean, there's a reason so many people absolutely love the fall, and so many people love that feeling. So I can't wait. I'm so excited. We're probably gonna hit up a couple of museums. because I love museums. I'm a total museum geek. I could be in a museum literally all day and then go to another one the next day. So I'm so excited. I'm excited to see him, obviously. So yeah, Thanksgiving in New York City, or yeah, we'll probably be in the city for a while, but New York State. Yeah, I can't wait. I'm so excited. So please leave me some comments, leave me some love down below. Let me know if you read any of these books. What are your cozy comfort reads? What is your favorite drink to drink during the fall? Do you guys have any plans? Are you guys gonna be in New York? Let me know. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time. Bye.